Hey guys, Wrestling Throwdown here. I'm Haley and I am joined by the wonderful Michael Miner today. And we are going to talk about NXT Takeover from last night. I know this is the first NXT pay-per-view or NXT show I've done in like a month, and I'm sorry about that. I just got the network on my computer because it was obviously on my brother's PlayStation downstairs, and my basement's still messed up. It's still not fixed completely. So obviously I had to go to plant option B and just download it on my computer so I'd have it. But overall, Takeover was, I don't know, I think I expected it to be better, but the main event was really good. Even though I don't like how it ended, I thought it was kind of cheap win, but it was really good. The main event was really good. But there was only 6 matches, but 2 of them were extremely short, and they had no purpose, and they were just, I don't know. They were just, even me not watching for a month, I had no interest in watching them. They were very much jobber matches. But Minor, what were your thoughts on Takeover? Did you think it was good?
I think so. To me, NXT Takeover Fatal 4-Way was a really good, really good show last night. Just the 2 matches, I think pretty much they were just throw-ins. You know, the hair versus hair. It was not really more of a storyline based for it, and the other match wasn't really much just a throw. They were pretty much just throw-ins.
Yeah. First match. Obviously, we knew who was going to win here because if you guys did not hear, the Ascension made their debut on main event. So obviously, we knew they were going to lose because obviously what they are doing now, obviously, NXT, if you lose your title, you're pretty much ready to go to the main event. That's pretty much what the gist of it is. And so it was Sin Cara versus Kalisto versus the Ascension. And obviously, Sin Cara and Kalisto won. And I don't know, like, I kind of was like, on this whole tag team at first. Not the Ascension, I love the Ascension. But Sin Cara and Kalisto, because I was just kind of like, I don't know if they really have what it takes. But they're actually a pretty good tag team. And they really don't, they're still kind of building their tag team division in NXT right now. So I think this was the right move to have them beat the Ascension. They work together very well together, and Sin Cara / Hunico, he really needs this. Sin Cara, they haven't done anything with him since he's been botching, and they actually made him Hunico. But they really haven't given him any title opportunities. They've just been jobbering him, and since he's been in NXT, he's been doing pretty good for himself. So I'm kind of excited to see where this will take him, and who knows, maybe this will be a good tag team, Obviously, we know that the WWE needs a tag team division very desperately right now, especially since they just keep breaking everybody up. And Goldust and Stardust are probably not going to be together for very much longer if they're going to do the WrestleMania thing. So, obviously, we're really in need for tag teams. So, I'm feeling this tag team, and I'm super excited that the Ascension is now on the WWE main event roster. I'm super excited about that. I like these guys a lot. I've always liked Conor O'Brien ever since I first seen him. I've always had I don't know. He's had a look that just really got me interested in him. So I'm very excited for these two, and it's about time they came to the main roster because I was just waiting because they've been having dark matches since I think February was their first dark match. So they've had dark matches for 6 months now. So I'm very excited that they're actually here now. Mike Miner, your thoughts on this match?
I love the tag team title match. I wanted, as y'all know on my prediction show, I wanted the Ascension to win it to keep the titles. But now seeing Kalisto and Sin Cara win the match, now they're going to be known as the Lucha Dragons. But I have to say, really great tag team title match. I mean, to me, I thought this tag team title match wasn't going to be that good, but it was decent. I mean, to me, now seeing that the Ascension going into the main roster, I think it's about time for them to, because I'm sorry to say, but I think they're going to become champions by at least Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, they really are. I mean, they really don't have anyone else except for the Wyatts, but the Wyatts already lost to the Usos twice, so
Yeah,
I mean,
who can you put them
other
with?
than that, they just have Goldust, Stardust, and obviously the Usos. Other than that, that's pretty much all they have right now. I mean, yeah, you can put Slater Gator in there, but they're destroying them right now. I mean, they could be a great tag team, but they're destroying them right now. And me and Joe are very upset about that too, by the way. But yeah, they're just kind of messing with the tag team division right now. And also, Miz and Damian Sandow could be a decent tag team too, but I don't know. They need to think. But I'm definitely excited for the Ascension. They can definitely bring something to the tag team division, and it's going to be great for them. Second match. This was a squasher match. This was like not even 30 seconds. I don't even think. C.J. Parker versus Baron Corbin. And now they said this was his debut match, and I actually looked this up. He actually was here before, like when he was like a few months ago. I guess he kind of just came back. He like took a few months off and he just came back. I don't know if he still had the same name because I wasn't really watching NXT too much. I was just kind of seeing highlights and just seeing, who's NXT champion and what's going on there and what kind of storylines and who's healing, blah blah blah, and who's really on that show. But they did say it was his debut match, and the guy has a good look to him. I actually like him. But I don't know. They said it was his debut match, and I looked it up, and they said he was actually there before. I don't know if he changed his name or not. Maybe Minor, you know more about this stuff than I do, but I've never seen the guy in my life before. They did say it was his debut, but I looked it up, and they did say he was there a few months ago. So what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I think so too. I think he was there a few months ago. I don't know much about it because I didn't notice NXT until they came on the network. But yeah, I think to me he was on there once before. But to me, really bad squash match. I thought maybe C.J. Parker would face someone different. But to me, this was a way too much of a quick match.
Yeah, it didn't make sense. It didn't have a storyline, and obviously, Baron Corbin won, and it was like 30 seconds. Like, I don't know what they're doing with C.J. Parker. Like I said, though, C.J. Parker, he would be a really good one to feud with Jack Swagger. They could do something with that, like the environment. And I think both of their kind of gimmicks could work well together. But who knows? It depends on when they're gonna put C.J. Parker to the main roster. I don't think they're gonna put him anytime soon. Who knows if his hippie kind of environment, save the Earth world gimmick is going to you know, go much longer than that, but who knows? We'll see. Next, I actually kind of liked the hair match because at least it had a storyline, and it was actually longer than the other two matches that were squash matches. But Sylvester Lefort versus Enzo Amore, and I really like Enzo Amore. I really like him, and I like Cassidy as tag team partner. Now Cassidy, he looks like Edge in the face, like so much. I don't know if anyone else notices. He looks like Edge's twin brother. But they both have a really good look to them. These are actually my favorite tag team next to the Ascension. I actually wish that these two would have beat the Ascension, if anyone. But whatever. Like I said though, I really like these guys. I think they have a lot of potential. But Enzo Amore won. He was supposed to obviously shave the head of Sylvester, but Sylvester ran out, and they poured hair removal cream. I think that's what it was on what's his name now? Lewis kid, the Marcus Lewis, I think, or Lewis Marcus, something like that. I think that's what his NXT name is. But yeah, I don't know. It was crazy. So obviously they're probably going to do something with that this week. I have a feeling though that something wrong is going to happen, and like maybe either Enzo Amore is going to get his head shaved or Cassidy's going to get his head shaved. I feel like something's going to go wrong and they're going to beat them up one day and they're just going to shave their head. I don't know. I feel like this is going to go wrong somehow. Just kind of feeling it. But I actually thought I enjoyed this match. I thought it was a good, entertaining match. I thought it was kind of an interesting storyline. And like I said, I like Enzo more. I really like this whole tag team with him and Cassidy. So I liked the match. Minor, I don't know what your opinions are. You seemed like you didn't like it, but I'll let you say your opinions.
How you doing? I love the match. I mean, to me, I love Enzo Amore. He brings in more of the Italian kind of deal with them. I mean, to them, it was like it. To me, it looked like it was Italy against France, and Italy came out with the win. And it's because Enzo Amore sounds more like an Italian, like I do. I'm half Italian in my blood, but I have to say, Enzo Amore, man, so close. I wanted to see Sylvester get all that cream stuff on that beautiful wacky hair, because that's what the guys in that's what Renee said. Renee said, "Oh, that needs to be cut." But if that stuff was on his head, but oh well. At least they got Marcus Louise.
Yeah, I don't
Man,
know. What is his name? I don't even know. Is he new or something? I
his
never
name is
really seen him before.
Marcus Louise. It's more of a French last name to it, but yeah. Good thing they got him. But the fun part came towards the middle of the show when he came out all spots on his head.
Oh yeah, very funny. Loved it. Yeah, Dean Ambrose's woman went nuts during this whole match. She's so funny on commentary. Oh my God, Renee Young, I love her on commentary. She was just like, oh my God, no, this is completely fair. I want to see his head shaved. She's so funny. She's so good. She gets into it so much, and I love it about her. But yeah, they're really feeling for her, so hopefully she becomes. I would like to see her on Raw commentary. But enough about her. This is what everyone, I'm sure, is watching for. Is Kenta. I'm extremely excited about this. William Regal, he's the new general manager. Obviously, since I haven't been watching, I found out that William Regal's the new general manager. Does anybody know what happened with JBL? Did they even announce that? Did he just like quit, or did he get fired?
I don't know. I think
they just said, "Oh no, this is William Regal's the new general manager one day."
Yeah, because I think William Regal's been around NXT a little bit longer than JBL has. I think JBL was doing more with Raw and SmackDown. He was pretty much not even interested in the NXT brand. He was just more interested. He was with the Raw and SmackDown commentary. So they brought in somebody that was with NXT from when it somewhat first began, when he was a pro, to when he was a commentary, to when he got in the ring with Keshizono and that kind of deal. I think that's a good thing they chose William Regal, because he was more part of NXT than JBL was.
Yeah, definitely. I really like William Regal as the new general manager. I just thought that was interesting that it was just so random and they didn't say like JBL quit or anything. But he introduces Kenta, and it's really funny. Kenta's little English voice is so cute. I'm not gonna lie. He's kind of like obviously his English is not very good, but his in-ring ability is amazing. So I can maybe see them doing this eventually. He doesn't need it right now, though. Definitely not right now. I wouldn't even give it to him in NXT, even if he was NXT. Obviously, when he's going to be NXT champion, I wouldn't even give it to him then. But when he gets up to the main roster and becomes WWE champion, which I know he will be, definitely. Maybe they can give him a manager, because how his English is. He's not like. Obviously, that's not his main language. They can maybe give him a manager because they always, they want their main event guys to actually be at least halfway decent talkers, be able to talk for themselves. Well, Brock Lesnar doesn't talk for himself, he's a champ, So obviously, this is what they can do with Kenta if they really, need him. If they really need his talking ability, obviously, because he's probably going to be champion, obviously. So they can obviously just give him a manager, and that would be fine. But like I said, I think his in-ring ability is definitely enough for right now for NXT. Maybe once he gets up to the main roster, they can think about giving him a manager. But for right now, he's perfect, and yeah, I just his in-ring ability. I'm so excited to actually see him in like a real match. Like I really haven't watched too much of him, but like he's really amazing, and he's obviously the guy that created the GTS that CM Punk stole. No, just kidding. But anyway, to see this guy in the ring, I definitely see, potential in this guy. He's amazing. I'm so excited for this. This is one of my, I like all three of the ones that they signed on. I love Kevin Steen, and I love, Prince Deviant. But yeah, I love all three of them, so I'm definitely excited for this. But he made a new name. I think this is how you pronounce it. I'm not very good at pronunciation, so sorry guys. Hideo Itami. I think that's how it's pronounced. Hideo Itami, something like that. Obviously, WWE changed his name because they obviously didn't. I'm still probably going to call him Kenta, so sorry if you guys don't like that. I'm just going to keep calling him Kenta. So, so same with like Zema Ion too. I still kind of call him that sometimes too for TNA instead of DJ Z. I think that's what they call him now, DJ Z. It's just stupid. I call him by the names that I know of, but I'll try to remember Hideo Itami. But yeah, that's what he says what he wants to be known as. The Ascension says that they're pissed and they attack him, and he gets right back in the ring. And these kicks he gives them, oh, I love his kicks.
Cool.
But they can kill somebody, seriously. But kicks them a few times and attacks them, and that's that. And just sits in the chair, pulls up a chair, sits down, tells them to come in, and obviously they're scared and they just go away, and that's pretty much that. But I don't know. Maybe they'll still have the Ascension still on NXT to try to help out younger talent. Or, I don't know, though. They might not. Because Tyson Kidd, even though he was supposed to be in WWE, he's mostly NXT now. And Justin Gabriel, we really don't see him. Actually, Justin Gabriel's the bunny. That's the word. Justin Gabriel is Adam Rose's bunny. But, I don't know. I don't really see them doing both shows, especially now that they're obviously, depends on what they do with them, and obviously if they make them tag team champs, WWE tag team champs, I don't really see them being in NXT, but they could still possibly, still work in NXT. Bo Dallas did for a little bit, I think. I don't know, or did he? Or did he just go? I don't know. But, well, Big E did, obviously, and Seth did. But, Seth and Big E were also still NXT champion, too. But that's beside the point. But we'll see. We'll see if they still stay there, if they just try to help out younger talent while doing that. But I think they're done. I think they're going to completely move up to the main roster. But what are your thoughts on Kenta Minor?
I have to say Kenta, a really awesome superstar. I cannot wait to see him debut next week. I really don't care about the new name. I only know him as Kenta.
Exactly.
But I can't wait to see him debut next week, and it's going to be really awesome to see him.
Yeah, he's going to be in his first match next week. I forgot to say that.
Yeah, and also he's also the one that Daniel Bryan stole was the running knee.
Oh wow! Yeah, people just love to steal moves. No, I'm just joking. I love Daniel Bryan, and I love CM Punk too. So, but yeah, I'm excited for this guy. I'm a big fan of him. I like him a lot. But yeah, people like to say that I don't know my indie stuff, and it's just like, yeah, I do. I don't watch every single indies show in the world, but I do know, obviously, ROH, and I know quite a bit of CCW and stuff like that in Japan, so don't act like I don't know anything, because I do. But yeah. Anyways, this was another squash match. This whole storyline with Bull Dempsey versus Mojo Rawley, this whole thing started because Bull Dempsey was upset over a loss. He started tag teaming with Mojo, and he got mad because they lost, and he just went crazy and attacked Mojo over like a month ago. This is what I'm getting from this. Like I said, I haven't really watched NXT. This was the first time I watched it in a month because of the network, my basement and everything. But I don't know. It wasn't even like they just made Bull Dempsey just kill him. And wasn't Mojo Rawley undefeated before this too?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah, so it's just like I love how they just kill someone like that. It's just like if you're gonna make someone undefeated and give them some potential and stuff like that, at least make it like a 5 to 10 minute match. This was like 2 minutes. Oh, it was a joke. But he destroyed him pretty much, and he kept attacking him, and he kept doing headbutts. He did 2 headbutts on him. But that's pretty much that. I guess we can call Bull Dempsey a heel now. Um, I don't know. He's still getting a lot of cheers though, so who knows? Maybe it was just something personal. I don't know. But that's how I feel about that. What did you think about this match, Minor?
Same thing, pretty much a squash match, just because they lost the tag team tournaments and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, to me, I just like to see Bull Dempsey go against another superstar. I mean, to me, and Mojo Rawley, I think. So by the looks of that, I think he's just going to look like he's going to be done. I mean, to me, and Mojo Rawley's just got squashed tonight and all that. But like,
I didn't really think his gimmick was gonna work anyways. Mojo Raleigh, or whatever, Raleigh, whatever how you would pronounce that. But I didn't really think he was gonna be anything special. My brother thought he was gonna be like something big. I'm like, no, he's not. I can definitely not see him getting
what
up
do you
there.
expect? He was from the NFL, so.
Yeah. Next, we already talked about this a little bit, but I guess we'll still talk about it. Enzo Amore, they're looking for obviously Sylvester, and they find Marcus and with a towel over his head to cover his bald head, and so they take him to the ring and they pull off his towel, and he's got like spots like a chia pet almost, yeah, chia. Um, like when he's shaving, he just got little spots all over his head, but it was pretty funny. Renee was in love with that too. She was just in love with the whole hair thing. I don't know what was up with that, but oh man, she's too funny. Um, but yeah, it was pretty entertaining. Hopefully they do something with Sylvester, or I can see Marcus and Sylvester breaking up after this, but I don't know. They just got together, didn't they? They're pretty new, aren't they? So
Yeah, I think so.
yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Because usually this is how partners break up. Oh, you let them do this to me, blah 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 blah. When I saved you,
Yeah.
the same old storyline kind of thing. But anything you want to say about this?
Man, it was funny to see it. I mean, man, seeing him bald. I even took a picture and put it on Instagram.
And he wasn't even
But,
all the way bald. He had spots
no,
of hair still. I loved it.
yeah.
Next, this was a really good match. I was actually surprised on who won this. I was actually surprised on the last two, actually, but they were still both very good matches. Bayley versus Charlotte. I actually thought Charlotte was going to lose because I thought they were going to bring Charlotte to the main roster. But I think they really don't like Bayley for some reason. I think that Bayley is going to be still in NXT for like another year. Because obviously Charlotte and Sasha Banks are going to feud now, and they're going to probably obviously give it to Sasha Banks. They obviously feel Sasha Banks is more ready to move on, and they're going to give her the next step. I just feel like they just don't think Bayley is good, and I think Bayley is good. I definitely think she is a good wrestler, and I don't know why they're kind of like hating on Bayley now, but they haven't, like, this was her first really NXT women's title shot, and I was actually really thinking that she was going to win. But the whole thing is I knew they were going to set this up for Charlotte. It looks like Charlotte turned face, obviously, last night too, because Sasha Banks obviously comes out, and she claps for her, and she acts, all happy and everything. And then she gets in the ring, and she starts attacking Bayley. Charlotte runs in the ring, pulls her by the hair, and gets her off and makes her go off the ramp. And, she just kind of looks at Bayley. So, obviously, Bayley earned her respect last night. So, I guess it was a face turn. We'll have to see. Depends, though, because, Charlotte acted kind of like a face when she faced Natalya, too, and she wasn't a face. So, Charlotte's kind of just like, it's almost like if she has respect for you, she's gonna be nice, but she's not really. So, I don't know. She could be. I think they should probably turn her face for this, obviously, especially if she's facing Sasha Banks. They probably should turn her face for this. But we'll see what happens. Obviously, they're setting this up, though, for Sasha Banks to beat her because pretty much the teacher is going to beat the student. Because technically, Sasha Banks is technically the teacher, right? Because she was with Summer Rae before. Well, Summer Rae technically is the teacher, but Sasha Banks was there before Charlotte joined, so that's why I kind of say that the teacher's going to be the student. But I don't know. And that's how they're going to plan it. Like, oh, I taught you everything I know, Charlotte, I can beat you. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. Like I said, I feel for Bayley. I'm kind of upset about that. I don't really get why they're kind of hating on Bayley and why they don't think she's ready or not. Because I think she is, and I think she should have beat Charlotte. Because Charlotte's, not only is Charlotte ready, Charlotte's been doing dark matches too for the past few months. She's ready, but like the thing with AJ and Paige, I think, and the Bella Twins, I think there's just too much going on right now for the Divas division. They probably just want to let off for a few more months until at least the Paige and AJ thing's done. But yeah, we'll see about that. What did you think about this match, Minor?
I think so too. I think to me the Divas, the women's championship, not the Divas. Like the Divas shouldn't even, that butterfly belt shouldn't even exist. But I have to say the women's championship match was incredible. To me, I have to say this women's title match is a lot better than Paige and AJ Lee's Divas championship match. I think Bayley did her best last night. She fought her butt off last night. I mean, to me, she almost had the win. But I think Charlotte's got Bayley's respect right there. I think Bayley has got a lot of respect from everybody.
Yeah, definitely. And I love Charlotte and Bayley. Both of them are very good. Charlotte's incredible. I can't wait till she moves to the main roster. That's why I wanted her to lose, because if they lose, that means they're ready to move up, and that's how I look at it. But that's pretty much. We'll see, obviously, what's going to go on with Sasha Banks and Charlotte probably this week, coming up week. Main event. You are going to hear my opinions, and I hope Paul Jason is watching, or he's going to soon. He's going to watch the tapings, because I know he loves to hear my opinion on his boy Adrian Neville. Anyways, Tyler Breeze versus Tyson Kidd versus Sami Zayn and versus Adrian Neville for its Fatal 4-Way for the NXT title championship. And of course, this shocked me, but it didn't at the same time, because that means that he's not ready. And people can argue with me and be like, oh no, that just means he's, no, that means that they're finally maybe trying to do something with him and they're trying to build him up now. Adrian Neville wins. And it looks like he might be having a heel turn soon, because of how he won last night. He, pulled the ref out of the ring. Sami Zayn controlled the whole match. Sami Zayn was the whole package and the winner of this match. Sami Zayn had this I'm pissed about this. Sami Zayn had the match won. And Adrian Neville obviously pulled the ref out and super kicked Sami Zayn in the face and did his move on Tyson Kidd and covered him 1, 2, 3. And he didn't even handshake or, help Sami Zayn up and say, oh, good effort or anything. He just left. He just held up his title and left, got out of the ring. And Sami Zayn was just, in shock, oh, my God, I can't believe you did that to me. And this isn't really like Adrian Neville. But this can help him. And I think this actually might I don't know, make me eat my own words, I guess, because a heel turn can do him very good. It's kind of like Seth, too. The heel turn did him really good, too, even though I think Seth is a good babyface, too. But Adrian Neville really, really needed something for his character. He needed something to get the fans talking, because if he didn't get something soon, I really don't even know. The guy, if he went to the main roster, he's gonna be a mid-carder. I'm not even joking. I can't see him with all this talent coming up and everything like that, and how he can his whole. I mean, he's a good wrestler and everything, but I wouldn't put him like as a phenomenal wrestler, especially with his talking abilities. I mean, I love his finishing move and everything, but the guy needed something for his character, and I think a heel turn will help him a lot because maybe it'll help him push him up to losing the NXT title and actually get him into the main roster and actually have some feuds and actually build up his character, which could be good for him because then he can build up his talking. And that could also be really good for him because then maybe he can prove me wrong and become, obviously a WWE champion. But for right now, I am happy that they are gonna go with hopefully this heel turn. I really hope they do. The only other person I can see turning heel, obviously Adrian Neville and Sami Zayn are going to have a feud after this. No doubt about it. The only other person I can see turning heel is Sami Zayn. And that wouldn't really make sense. I mean, yeah, I guess it would because Sami Zayn could say, oh, I'm going to go crazy because, I lost the match and you lost it for me. But it would make more sense for Adrian Neville, maybe like Sami Zayn beating him in a clean match, and then Sami Zayn trying to give him a handshake and Adrian Neville just going crazy and being like, oh no, I'm better than you, I beat you. But like I said, this could be good for Adrian Neville, and hopefully he does make me eat my own words. But he definitely seemed more cockiness last night. He seemed like he was the shit last night. And I don't know, it didn't seem like he was himself. He's a really respectable guy, and he likes to give out handshakes and stuff like that. And even to like heels, he's really respectful. So he definitely, and he didn't give a handshake to Sami Zayn. That's why I think something's going on, that they're gonna do something with that. But it was a phenomenal match. I really loved this match. This was a great match. Sami Zayn, like I said, controlled the. I mean, he was the star of the whole match, pretty much. I mean, Tyler Breeze had some good ones, good moments in this, and so did Tyson Kidd, so did Adrian Neville. But Sami Zayn really picked up the match for everybody. I mean, he just did. He was just amazing through the whole thing. Sami Zayn, I really wanted to win, either him or Tyler Breeze, but of course. Adrian Neville wins, but this means that he's not ready for the main roster yet. And I can agree and I can understand this because they haven't done anything with him except for now, really. They just had him in a few matches, and that's about it. They really haven't had him do much talking, which is a bad thing. He needs to get better at his talking, and NXT is the place to do that. So, like I said, this heel turn will maybe help him with his talking. So, hopefully, this whole experience for him will help him with everything, his whole character, his whole gimmick, and everything like that. Because I'm not trying to hate on the guy. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I do think he's talented. I don't think he's phenomenal like some people think he's like the most amazing thing in the world. I think some people try to over exaggerate his ability in the ring. But his finishing move is what makes him. That's pretty much what it is. If he didn't have that finishing move, he would just be average. That's pretty much what it is. It's his finishing move. And if he was a good talker too, then I would actually, say that okay, this guy is actually he's really working hard and everything like that. But it's just like they're not doing anything with him. They just made him. They gave him the belt too early. It's just like he already had the tag team titles twice, and he's had the NXT title, and he's still not on the main roster. It's just like that should tell you something right there. I mean, I'm probably gonna get hate for this, and I'm probably gonna get a whole bunch of hate messages saying, "Oh my God, I can't believe you said that. Oh my God, that's so untrue. Oh my God, he's better than Seth Rollins is a high flyer." I'm just gonna ignore those because it's just, I'm not even going to deal with it. But, like I said, I'm not trying to hate on the guy. I want him to prove me wrong. I want him to prove that he can actually, hold his character, do something with him, do something to make me like him, do something that makes me want to say, wow, oh my God, Adrian Neville is actually really good. I was wrong about him. I'm sorry. I really hope he does prove me wrong. I really do. Because I want him to. I don't hate the guy like Davey Richards. I mean, I'm sure, he's not an asshole like Davey Richards in real life. And Minor, I know you liked Davey Richards. I know you love him. I'm sorry. but it is the truth. My friend read an article the other day and said he was in the top 5 biggest assholes outside the ring. But like I said, I'm not trying to hate on the guy. He's talented. I think he's a good wrestler, but NXT's been using him wrong, and he really hasn't. Either he hasn't been showing his whole potential, or that's really all he has to offer. So, Minor, I know you probably have a lot to say about that. I pretty much talked your ear out, so lay it on me. Argument. Yay.
Yeah, I mean, hearing that, seeing my boy Davey being put in the top 5 assholes outside the ring, I'm like, oh man, now what? But I have to say, I think you're right. I think Adrian Neville is proving himself that he deserves to be put in the main roster. But I have to say, like I said last night on, I think one of my posts, I said, to me, it feels like Sami Zayn could be possibly the next Daniel Bryan of NXT. I mean, he's fight his way all the way through. He's lost the number 1 contendership match. He's lost the match with other matches. One with a rival with Cesaro, but Cesaro gave his respect to him. To me, I like seeing Adrian Neville win the title, winning this in a weird way. But to me, I think he does. I think he would. It would be awesome to see turn heel, and I can see a feud between Adrian Neville and Sami Zayn. Because I'm sorry to say, but Tyson Kidd, you could just throw him to the side, let him go do his stupid total diva crap with Natalya, and freaking Tyler Breeze, just let him go do something else. I mean, to me, him and his music and his all his little I'm stylish, I have a camera, I'm gonna do selfies. It's not a right gimmick for Tyler Breeze to me, but I can see right there you've got two main wrestlers right there. You got Adrian Neville and Sami Zayn, and I could just see a good head-on collision with Adrian Neville as a heel, and you have Sami Zayn as a babyface, and have these two feuded out through the whole entire month of September, going into October, and going on until they get to their next show. I mean, I think Adrian Neville and Sami Zayn are going to be the match of the year.
Yeah, I definitely think, even though I love Tyson Kidd and I love Tyler Breeze, I think all of them are very, very talented guys. I do think that they need to leave this feud alone, especially since Tyson Kidd technically completely lost. So he definitely needs to be out of it, not trying to be mean, Tyson Kidd. I know you deserve it, and I know they've been treating you wrong and everything like that. But for right now, he needs to just get out of the picture. And for Tyler Breeze, as much as I like him, and I don't think it's really fair that he got his one-on-one shot because Tyson Kidd obviously interrupted it, and he didn't get pinned. So I would like to see him back in the title picture soon. But for right now, Sami Zayn and Adrian Neville, that is the feud. They need to leave that alone. It's like I said with AJ Lee and Paige. They needed to leave that alone. I don't know why Nikki's in there. If Nikki's in there, they should have just added Brie, made it a fatal four-way, and have Nikki and Brie go at it while they're, it's crazy. And that's why I think this needs to be left alone. Because then Adrian Neville can work on his talking for the next few months. He can keep the title for the next few more months while he's feuding with Sami Zayn. Can work on his talking, get his heel gimmick up. Work on more even in the ring, impressing me more, and then obviously his character will be rise, and he'll get a lot of heat, and then he'll be ready finally to move on to the main roster, and he might actually have some great potential, and they might actually be able to do something with him, because as a face, it's just I don't know if they have just too many faces right now, or what it is, but they desperately need heels, I feel like, for NXT in the main event. I mean, yeah, they have Tyson Kidd and Tyler Breeze, but they need either Sami Zayn or Adrian Neville needs to turn heel right now, because if they obviously they're gonna feud, and obviously they need one of these guys to be the massive heel, because I mean, yeah, Tyson Kidd is a good heel, and so is Tyler Breeze. But we need someone who's like gonna carry the show. Someone who's really like who the people are really behind. Someone like either Adrian Neville, because people love him and people love Sami Zayn. So either one of them, like I said though, I don't think it would make sense to turn Sami Zayn heel. I think it would be better. And it would be better for Adrian Neville's character to turn heel, because then it would get him ready for the main roster. But that's pretty much that. I pretty much talked people's ears off probably about Adrian Neville right now, so I'll shut up. But overall, like I said, this was a really, really good match, really good main event. I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with this next Thursday. Who knows? I'm sure they're gonna do something with Sami and Adrian. I would think either they're going to wait for a little bit to turn Adrian Neville heel, like, you know, kind of do that little fake thing, kind of like what they had with Paige do and stuff like that, you know. But I mean, they can do stuff with this. They could really make this work if they turn Adrian Neville heel. This could really, really, really be good for him. And you know, people might disagree with me and be like, "Oh no, Adrian Neville, the fans love him. He's so much better as a face." It's just like, no, it's just like. They also said that about Seth Rollins, that he was babyface, and like he's a great babyface. And look at how great he is as a heel, you know? It's just like people can surprise you. You won't know unless you see it. So I say turn him heel, see what you can do with them. You can always turn him back. Like The Miz, when he was face, it didn't work out. Obviously, they turned him back heel, and hopefully they keep him heel because he's not a babyface, you know? And Sheamus is another person who I think they need to turn heel to, but that's not the point. But the point is that I think they need to try this out. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. They can always change it. It's not like it's permanent. It's not like they can never change him back face again. It's just try it, you know. You won't know until you try. You don't know how these people will like it. Maybe people are like, about the idea right now, but then if they see it and they actually see maybe he can get better at his talking, maybe better at promos, people might really get behind this and be like, wow, this heel turn actually really helped out Adrian Neville. And that's pretty much all I have to say about that. Michael Minor, any closing thoughts?
I have to say, great show tonight. To me, I'd like to see what they're going to do with Adrian Neville as a heel.
Okay, everybody, don't forget to subscribe to Michael Minor's channel. I will put the link in the description. And don't forget to thumbs up that button and subscribe to us. Join our Facebook group and follow us on Twitter. I will put all the links in the description. And you guys have a wonderful night, and I will see you in the next one.